Alright, y'all know how this goes. Do not come for me. This is my opinion, and I'm just catching you up on what you missed in the news, okay? If you try to sue me, all you gonna get is a lot of pettiness and bills, because that's all I got, okay? Okay? Alright. So anyways, let's begin.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
Alright, hello, how y'all doing? I still got this hairstyle going on. Still black though, but I can't change the color. I do like this sweater. I am not doing that. The hand is doing it on its own. Okay, thank you. Let me go ahead and say, hey, how y'all doing?
Hello, motherfucker. Hi.
And
Hello.
so we're going to go ahead and get into the first story, because I'm telling you there's a lot, and I almost missed it. So check this one out real quick. Where the hell is it?
And then the smoke got me.
Alright, so we just gonna start off with some excellence, because this is gonna get dark real quick, and if you don't like darkness, you might want to go somewhere. Alright, so here are all of the nominees for the 2026 NAACP. Hey, good evening, lovely lady. I hope you don't mind. We already getting started. Alright, so here are the new nominees, and that weirdo in the green. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so let's start with some black joy. I told you it's going to get dark, because God knows the news be heavy. The 57th NAACP Image Awards are going down Saturday, February 28th, live from Pasadena Civic Auditorium, airing at 8 p.m. Eastern on BET, with a simulcast on CBS. I don't trust CBS. Anyways, and hosting duties go to Dion Cole, which already tells me this won't be stiff, boring, or sanitized for white comfort. Thank God. The theme this year is "We See You," and that's not just a slogan. That's a statement, because while Hollywood loves to pretend diversity just magically happened in 2020, the NAACP has been documenting black excellence since before most of these studios pretended we existed. Now, Entertainer of the Year is stacked. We have the weirdo, Cynthia Erivo. She still has no eyebrows. That's what's fucking me up. She has no eyebrows. She's not even trying to have eyebrows. Anyways. So she's one of them. Doechii, Kendrick Lamar, Michael B. Jordan, and Teyana Taylor. No filler, no charity slots, just people who actually worked their asses off. And from what I heard, Michael B. Jordan got gypped. So I hope he gets something that night. He better. Anyways. Film-wise, Ryan Coogler's Sinner is absolutely running the table with 18 nominations, which is wild but deserved. Television is led by Bel Air. I have not watched that show yet, not once. A show that took a nostalgic sitcom and said, let's give it grown folk trauma and depth. Music categories, Kendrick Lamar leads with 6 nominations, because of course he does. The man drops an album and the culture shifts. Meanwhile, R&B, hip-hop, jazz, gospel, international soundtracks all represented, not shoved into one sad little corner. And here's the part I love. The public can still vote in select categories until February 7th. So if you're trying to get in all their business, you can. This means that this isn't just industry insiders patting each other on the back. This is community participation. The Image Awards remain one of the few spaces where black creators don't have to dilute themselves to be relatable. This is black excellence without begging for permission, and that's why it still matters. I'm just really curious, have they looked into that weirdo with no eyebrows? I'm telling you, because I've heard some stuff. That's all I'm saying. I don't know it, but I heard it. Alright, what the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on to my commercial. If you like what I'm doing, or if you have some recommendations, please go ahead and put that in the comments. I do respond. I actually will consider it. But if you're coming at me halfway, cross-eyed, or whatever, I have a lot of time. I still ain't got a job, so, I got time to harass people. Okay. Will somebody take care of this fool right here? Moving on, let's continue to my commercial, and I'll be right back. Let's see here now. There you go.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Shit, I've been saying all this stuff and y'all ain't hear nothing. Oh my god, nobody told me they couldn't hear shit. Oh my god. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know what? That's alright, because I really didn't care about that story anyways. But let me go ahead and continue with this next story. Why global politics is a black issue, and yes, it is. Let me say this loud for the folks in the back who think foreign policy ain't our problem. The black freedom struggle has never been just American. Nothing since the commercial. Okay, because the commercial, yeah, if that's the case, then y'all ain't missed nothing. This is the next story. Alright, so anyways, as I was going, Malcolm X said it best. Too many civil rights leaders wasted time trying to prove they were good Americans, shrinking themselves into a minority box. Meanwhile, black and brown people across Africa, Latin America, the Caribbean, and Asia were dealing with the same damn systems. Land theft, resource extraction, regime change, and violence dressed up as a democracy. I heard you until this part started. Okay, cool. That's where American imperialism comes in. Every time the U.S. claims it's helping another country follow the money, oil, minerals, labor, control, Venezuela is a perfect example. Under Drumpf, the U.S. Openly targeted the Venezuela government, not because of human rights, but because of oil, period. And let's talk cost. These foreign adventures aren't free. They're paid with our tax dollars, including black tax dollars, while our communities get underfunded schools, broken healthcare, and militarized police. Billions for bombs, pennies for our housing. Give me a second, let me get a drink. So when people ask why black folks should care about Venezuela, Haiti, Palestine, Sudan, or Congo, what about Rwanda, y'all? Ooh, excuse me. It's because the same system choking them is sitting on our necks too. Imperialism abroad, occupation at home. Understanding it's radical. It isn't radical, it's survival. Y'all understand that? This is shit. Oh, hey Terry, how y'all doing? Okay, so we gonna go ahead and move on. So y'all keep your eyes and your head on the swivel, because when shit happens, it's gonna fuck us up too, you know? It's gonna fuck us up first when this shit goes down. I'm going to go ahead and move on to this next story, though. Oh, Lord, it's going to be hell. I'm not even smiling anymore, damn it. Check this one out. Yeah, this is going to kill you.
Emotional content.
Hold on. So, bigoted attack. Advocates slam Drumpf's administration for ending temporary protected status for Somalis. What you want me to do? I mean, seriously, these motherfuckers is getting everybody. So, let's talk about something ugly and predictably racist. The Drumpf administration officially ended temporary protected status for Somali migrants effective March 17th, announced by Homeland Security, the weirdo that shot her dog. That nasty bitch. Anyways, who had the nerve to say temporary means temporary. Okay, except Somalia is still unsafe. The U.S. State Department literally lists Somalia as a level 4 do not travel country. Civil war, armed groups, instability, no basic safety infrastructure. But somehow, according to Drumpf's people, it's suddenly safe enough to deport black Muslim families who've lived here legally for decades. Make it make sense, please. I can't stand this damn man. And let's not ignore the timing. This announcement comes as Drumpf floods Minneapolis home to the largest Somali population in the U.S. with federal law enforcement after executing that lady, while openly calling Somali communities garbage. That's just hatred, alright? I need someone to please tell me how the hell he gets off with this shit. Groups like CAIR, I guess CAIR, C-A-I-R, I don't know, called this what it is, a bigoted attack. Fewer than 1,000 people are affected, but the consequences are massive. Families torn apart, livelihood destroyed, kids forced into danger. Some of these kids were born here and Drumpf even wants to deport. That's what I'm saying. His damn family ain't even been here that damn long. He needs to take his ass on. He's just plain evil. That's what I've come to the conclusion. He has decided to run this shit and he's going to run it and just harass the hell out of everybody because he didn't win the last damn time. Oh, exactly. So, I don't know what to say, but fewer than, I said that, but families are torn apart and kids are forced into danger. This is just optics. It's about scapegoating black immigrants to rile up a base that loves cruelty designed as patriotism. Ending Somali TPS doesn't protect Americans, exposes how disposable black and Muslim lives are under this administration. Now, I just want y'all to understand that some like Joker said, some of these people, they may have the very phenotypic characteristics, but guess what? They're American born, so that means they're citizens. How dare you touch them? I'm telling you right now, I've been hearing, and I saw in one video, people are considering literally getting in the streets and fighting back. And I already know when that happens, we gon' ooh, Lord, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I tell you one thing, shit's gonna change. I guess that is people either gonna not be here or people not gonna be here. What you want me to do? Alright, we're gonna move into the next story because I told you it's not getting better. But I kinda like this one. So you'll see what I mean. Watch out.
Emotional content.
Fuck you. Drumpf flips finger in explicit response to Ford worker who called him a pedo protector. Well, it's true. It's true. You motherfuckers, he is. That's what he's doing, and he's probably one of the people doing it as well. Dirty bastard. So Drumpf visited a Ford factory in Dearborn, Michigan, and it went about as classy as you'd expect. A union worker shouted, "Pedo protector," clearly referencing to Drumpf's long documented association and possibly him doing it too. My opinion. You're not suing me. Drumpf responded by flipping the man off and yelling back, "Presidential." Very statesman. This man has not been presidential or professional since he's gotten in, okay? I've never seen such an unprofessional behavior on the job in my life. I'm serious. Anyways, there's a law requiring the Department of Justice to release Epstein-related files by December 19th. As of last week, only 1% reviewed. So yeah, that Epstein mention hits a nerve for a reason. The White House defended Drumpf, calling the worker a lunatic. No, all you motherfuckers up in there are lunatics because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're running this fucking country to the ground. Okay, so anyways, because in America, disrespecting... Meanwhile, the worker, a UAW member, was suspended. Because in America, disrespecting power is always more punishable than abusing it. Don't y'all feel bad. He got a GoFundMe. They done raised this man over $150,000 already. He good. He good for at least the rest of this damn year, the way shit's going. Anyways... Democrats jumped in, saying this moment perfectly sums up Drumpf's attitude towards Michigan voters, a state he barely won. While workers struggle, Drumpf brags about an economy that data says is not improving. Inflation isn't stopped, prices aren't down, jobs aren't magically booming. Fuck that shit. I just took a third interview and I'm still waiting to find out. What is consistent is Drumpf's contempt for working people, especially when they're not kissing his ass. I feel that would be gross. I really feel that would be absolutely disgusting. I feel it would stink. I feel, ugh. I just lost my appetite. Ugh. Yuck. Anyways, moving on. So this next story is heartbreaking. I don't know what to tell you, but it's fucked up. And I don't know who to blame with this one. But trigger warning. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Trigger alert, trigger alert. This one ain't going to be nice.
Emotional content.
He pew-pewed me on purpose. Boy 10 accused of pew-pewing 9-year-old friend. Where the hell did he get it from? Shit. This is not normal, okay? This is absolutely terrifying. So, this one is heavy. A 10-year-old boy in Alexandria, Louisiana. Dear God, that was... shit, I hope that's not my little cousin. Shit. They don't have a last name. My mom would have told me. But my mom's in that area. Okay. A 10-year-old boy in Alexandria, Louisiana was arrested for allegedly intentionally pew-pewing his 9-year-old friend Trey Michael. At first, police thought it was accidental. It wasn't. From his hospital bed after doctors removed a breathing tube, Trey Michael told his mother, "Mama, he shot me on purpose." This is scary. Where did he get it? That child lost a kidney, part of his lung, and suffered catastrophic internal Where did you do that? What did you... Damn, this child is evil. He really didn't want this kid to live. Man, this isn't kids playing around. This is a force multiplier where it never should have been. A notice what's missing from the police report. How the hell did a 10-year-old get a handgun? Yeah. We love talking about personal responsibility until it's time to talk about adults leaving their force multipliers unsecured around children. Then suddenly everybody goes quiet. This story isn't about criminalizing children. It's about a country so reckless with firearms that elementary school-aged children are permanently mutilated before they even hit puberty. This is failure. This is what this is. Man, I gotta go check if one of my cousins is okay. Shit. They got a bunch of little boys look just like that down south. And one of my cousins look just like that. Fuck. Anyways, we gonna move on. Because this one, I don't know what to say. I just feel like somebody need to get a belt out and whoop this person within an inch of their life. That's all I gotta say. This world is going to hell, and I really didn't want to be on the ride towards it. Oh, Lord. Check this out. Where is it?
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
So, Baton Rouge teen was blocked on TikTok by the woman she was dating, so she allegedly did the unthinkable. Oh, fuck. Listen, I know Gen Z lives on their phones. I get it. TikTok is the lunchroom, the get group chat, the whole damn neighborhood. But we have got to talk about how internet feelings are turning into real life funerals. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, police say a relationship dispute sparked by an alleged TikTok block ended with an 18-year-old woman unalived and a 19-year-old woman charged with first-degree homicide. According to investigators, that name, Paulasia, oh Jesus, Paulasia Banks, it looks like Paul in Asia, okay? And Cassidy Jackson, 18, had been dating for months. Banks reportedly got worried and angry after not hearing from Jackson for a few hours. It's just a few hours. You know, it's called time. Then discovered she was blocked on TikTok. God dang. Now being blocked can feel like disrespect. Yes, it can. But baby, being blocked is not a felony, okay? Man, I wouldn't want to fight that girl. I would have to get my back. She looked like she likes to fight. Damn, what color is her lip? purple. Fuck, my lip ain't even that damn color. Anyways, police say Banks showed up at 2 p.m. with two men allegedly forced her way into Jackson's home on Columbus Dunn Drive and demanded answers. Things went left fast. A fight broke out in the kitchen between Banks and another woman in the home, who police told them Banks and Jackson weren't even dating, which, that's already a mess. The other woman ran off to check on a child elsewhere in the house, and then she heard a pow! Because I'm not going to say that word. When she came back, Cassidy Jackson was on the floor shot. She was rushed to the hospital and later was, you know what happened. Police say Banks didn't try to help and instead fled the scene with the two men. You did too damn much because of your feelings, for real? You ignorant as hell. Let me translate. Wait a minute. Let me go. Banks later turned herself in with her attorney. Police say she told them she borrowed a force multiplier from a neighborhood man to check on Jackson. Check on Jackson? Why would you need that? Damn. Just drive by. You scary. God dang. Okay. So, let me translate. Somebody's ego got bruised. Now somebody's life is ruined. And somebody's life is gone. This is why we need to normalize walking away, taking the L, and texting your friends, "Girl, I'm sick, she blocked me," instead of turning a social media moment into a homicide case. Because TikTok is not worth prison, not even a little bit. All three need to serve under the jail. Why three? Why three? God. The two men. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. I thought you meant the girls. I was like, this fool, the one that did it. She looked like she under the influence. Real talk. She really do. And it looks like her nose might have been broke before, so you already know she been in some damn squabbles, and she don't give a damn according to her hair. At least that's what I see. Moving on. Because that's fucked up. I told you this shit's going to get dark. I told you. This one is going to hit the black farmers, though. And this is now where you get really, really pissed off. I already aired our shit out. Now we going back and airing their shit out. Whoo. Senators call out USDA for a federal rule ending discrimination protection. Not ending discrimination, but ending the discrimination protection for black and disadvantaged farmers. This bitch right here, she's doing it. This ugly heifer, this bitch right here. This one is guilty. This one here, this ugly bitch, she's guilty. She's guilty right there. So, you ever notice how America loves black culture but hates black people having land, power, or resources? Yeah, same old song, new verse. Members of the Congressional Black Caucus, including Senators Cory Booker, Raphael Warnock, Lisa Blunt Rochester, give me some water, this is ridiculous. Thank you. Lisa Blunt Rochester, Angela also Brooks are pressing the USDA after the Drumpf administration finalized a rule that removes the socially disadvantaged designation for black farmers and other marginalized producers. That includes women, other races, okay, veterans. Let's break that down plainly. That designation, created by the 1990 Farm Bill, was meant to ensure outreach and technical assistance for farmers who've historically been locked out of support and financing. Now the USDA is trying to act like, well, racism is over, everybody's equal now. I beg to differ, you jackasses. Please save it for a bedtime story. The senators are warning this move will harm black, Latino, indigenous, and women farmers, and it's not hard to see why. When the government stops tracking inequity, it doesn't marginally disappear. It just becomes easier to ignore. I'm telling you, this country just don't give a shit no more. At least the people in charge don't. We actually probably should knock on that damn door. That's all I'm saying. Maybe we need to knock on the door and see what the fuck they doing up in there. So anyways, and the receipts are ugly. Average black operated farms are significantly smaller than white operated farms. And let's remember, a lot of the white operated farms are on stolen fucking land, right? Black farmers have been denied loans at much higher rates than white farmers. And during Drumpf's first term, he almost all farmer relief went to white farmers. A statistic that should have set off national alarm. But you know, as long as you getting your shit, it don't matter what the other person got, huh? I guess. I keep telling people it takes a village, but I guess nobody cares. But instead we get meritocracy language, which it does not work because, you know, still, like I said, you have to get rid of all the information at the top of the damn resume and just show what the fuck the motherfucker did to get meritocracy. Okay, I hate that word. The word is always funny when it comes from systems that built wealth through exclusion. Senators say the USDA finalized this rule without real public input or consulting the communities affected, which is very on brand for an administration that treats corporate agriculture like royalty and family farms like disposable labor. Some bullshit. That's what it is. Give me a second here. John Boyd from the National Black Farmers Association says black farmers weren't even included in Drumpf's recent meeting with farmers, allegedly intentionally, and the focus is on larger corporate operations. So they're gonna buy your land up. Exactly. We're in trouble. So the translation is, big farms get fed, black farms get forgotten. And if you're wondering why this matters beyond farming, access to land ties directly to wealth. I told y'all before, wealth is power, especially for us. And access to local farms ties directly to food deserts and community health. Undermining black farmers doesn't just hurt farmers. It hurt black families trying to eat decent food at reasonable prices. So yeah, senators are demanding transparency and a plan. I'm telling you, I think the whole administration is possessed by devils. That's what I'm coming to the conclusion with. Because I don't know how anybody alive could do some shit this dirty. Because black farmers have heard we fixed it before and it was alive then. It was a lie then, and it was a lie before, and it'll be a lie again. Had to rewind back some, didn't want to miss nothing. Oh, girl, it's okay. I cut these things up and repurpose them. I'm trying to get my word out, and also maybe finally my animation house can do some stuff. But I would like to benefit the community. Oh, my back. What the hell is that? Anyways. We gonna move on because it's not gonna get any better. This one pissed me off. I don't know how do you explain this bitch? Y'all gonna get mad. Y'all gonna go ahead and get mad. So go ahead, get yourself a beer, get yourself a stiff drink, or get yourself a really cold glass of water. Cause you about to get mad when I show you the damn title of this story. It's for real. Hold on. You see what I see. White cop says she confused black officer for suspect, fired over 10 shots. Bitch, did you have a semi-automatic? You just kept pop. Even if he wasn't an officer. Bitch, really? 10? Whoo, you confused, but you very good at pew-pewing, huh? I'm just saying. Fuck! This shit getting on my nerves. Let's check it out. This story is kind of that thing that makes you stare at the wall after you hear, because it's so damn insulting. I think I reported about this before, so this must be an update. In 2019, Clarence Belton, the only black officer on an FBI Safe Streets task force during a drug raid in North Carolina, was pew-pewed more than 10 times by a white Charlotte Mecklenburg officer, Heather Loveridge, whatever the fuck, dumbass. So her defense, she says she thought he was the suspect. Why would that still call for 10? No human being deserves 10. You bitch. That's all I can say. You bitch. This is all I can say. I hope y'all heard it, because this is pissing me off. Anyways, now let's be serious. Belton was a Gastonia police officer assigned to the FBI force. During the raid, officers entered through an open garage. A woman inside pointed a force multiplier, because I don't want them to tag my ass, at officers, and Belton fired while shouting, "Gun, gun," trying to keep everyone alive. In the chaos, another officer accidentally hit Belton in the arm. Belton dropped his weapon, fell, and began crawling towards the garage exit. That's when Loveridge fired a burst of over 10 shots at him. Motherfucker, he was on the ground. This bitch here. She stopped only after someone yelled, "He's a cop." Are you serious? That's a human being, bitch. Oh my God. This bitch was out to take a life. She didn't give a fuck whose. She was out to take a life. Bitch. He was on the ground. That's the fuck. He wasn't on his back. He was crawling. The fuck is wrong with her? Man, not only did you do overkill, you crazy ass heifer, you also sat your ass up there and fired on a defensive person. Defenseless. You understand? That's a defensive fucking move. They're trying to get away from you. You dumb bitch. Okay. Belton survived, but he suffered permanent injuries to both arms and his career ended. Bitch, you owe him a career amount of money. That's how I feel. You ended his career. He could have gone so far up. He had potential. So I feel like you owe him a career amount of money. That's what you owe him. What he could have made, you owe him. Whoo, Lord. And the local district attorney declined to bring criminal charges, which is also very on brand. Belton later filed a civil lawsuit saying his Fourth Amendment rights were violated, accusing the department of negligence, assault and battery, and emotional distress. A lower court initially denied Loveridge qualified immunity because key facts were disputed, like lighting, visibility, and whether she could recognize Belton. But seriously, 10 times. I'm saying 10 times. But now the 4th District Court of Appeals has stepped in and ordered a deeper analysis, plus the release of previously sealed video evidence. Belton's attorneys argue this wasn't a tragic mistake, that the evidence shows she could see he was law enforcement. Oh, this is getting deep. And that's the part we need to sit with. The only black officer on a 6-person team gets treated like the target, and even while crawling away after dropping his weapon, if your mistake just happens to land on the black body every time, it's not a mistake, it's pattern. I'm just saying, 10 fucking times, that's ridiculous. That was inhumane, you crazy ass bitch. You were trying to not only end a person's life, I don't know, you got in your feelings. That's what that says to me. You got in your damn feelings, because 10 shots. He's crawling away. He is an officer. I hope they put you under the damn jail. I really do. I don't give a shit. Stay your ass under the jail, you stupid bitch. Piss me off. Moving on. Let me see what the next story is. Oh, it's time for Terry's favorite part. It's time for play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Okay, let me go and get in my outfit. Give me just a second. And then after this, we going to listen. I know I asked if y'all were interested, but I really think it's needed now. You know what I'm saying? I think I have a short speech by Malcolm X, and I hope y'all will indulge me. But first, let me get in my outfit, because faces will be eaten, because motherfuckers love trying to fuck around and find out. I swear to God, you got so many bold-ass people in this world just sitting up there trying to see if they can keep pushing until push don't work no more. So here we go, y'all. Youch! What the fuck was that? Damn. A damn toothpick or something just shot me in the damn heel. God dang. That hurt. Anyways, where's my shit? There it is. All right, let's begin.
I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
Excuse me. So Big Billy Badass over here says, cop, I don't like black people. Cop fired after Ross's live stream in uniform. Ooh. I'm telling you, we must have hit, I don't know where we hit the peak, but human intelligence is going down very badly. Very, very badly. Because some of this shit just can be avoided in so many ways. So, when I tell you some people wake up and choose unemployment, they choose it enthusiastically. A Kentucky detention center deputy, Zachary Belk. Man, I don't know. That's 3 consonants in a row. I don't know what that sound makes. Anyway, Zach, 20 years old, got fired and arrested after appearing on a live stream dating show in uniform, mind you, inside the jail's control room. Okay, that's already, you know what, breach of privacy. You already did something wrong right there. Okay, that's 1 and 2, because you're in uniform. 1 and 2. All right, what else did you do, stupid ass? And then proceeded to say racist and threatening nonsense like he was auditioning for Dumbass of the Year. Okay, that's 3. The live stream aired November 2025, and on it the host read racist messages allegedly sent by Zachary months earlier. Zach denied sending them, and then immediately started hurling racist remarks anyways. Ooh, you're dumb. Why didn't you just fucking own it then? If you gonna go ahead and prove him right, you dumb, stupid Woosa. I'm gonna go get me some gongs or something. I need a gong or something, do some yoga. Anyways. Oh, he's a dumbass. Because nothing says I didn't do it like doubling down on the same behavior on camera, stupid ass. At one point, he reportedly said, yeah, I don't like black people and they're stupid. In a jail, in uniform, on a live stream. You dumbass bastard. We don't like you either, but we're not that dumb. Shit, you're stupid. I don't know how he gonna talk about we're stupid. You're stupid, stupid. God dang it, where's my damn sound effects? Shit. This motherfucker here is the epitome. I need to get a picture of him, and we need to send it to Webster so they can put it in the dictionary, because this is the perfect call for stupid.
You stupid.
Yeah, he is. All right. Sir, do you think racism is protected by Wi-Fi? He was fired the same day for violating ethics and social media policies. And it gets better. He'd only been hired in September 2025. Now, I told you, the video was November 2025. He got hired September 2025, meaning he's still on probation, dumbass. So yes, he speed ran the job and 0 completion. Any percent completion here? He was later arrested in December 2025 and charged with first-degree official misconduct, third-degree terroristic threatening. He's due in court January 28th. Oh, you love to see it. You love to fucking see it, dumbass. Now officials say jail policy doesn't allow staff under 21 to supervise inmates, and that he had limited duties, meaning he wasn't directly overseeing incarcerated people. But that doesn't magically fix the issue. The kind of person comfortable saying that out loud in uniform in a jail is the kind of person who should never be near any system with power over people's bodies. Because racism plus authority plus confinement is a recipe for abuse. Period. Moving on, because I told y'all this shit is real. Alright. Let me get a drink. What is this one doing over here? Oh yeah, because he's suing. Dude is suing Drumpf. And anybody that's suing Drumpf, I'm ready to talk about it. Give me a second. I need a drink. Alright. That's better. Anyways. So Minnesota officials, Attorney General Keith Ellison sued Drumpf administration over immigration attack. Now, this right here is the kind of story that makes your stomach tight, because it's not just immigration enforcement, it's militarized occupation. Minnesota officials led by Attorney General Keith Ellison filed a lawsuit against the Drumpf administration over a massive immigration crackdown around Minneapolis, following the fatal pew-pew of 37-year-old Renee Nicole Macklin Good. How many more names does this woman have? Real talk, I'm not trying to make jokes, but shit. So far, she's got 4 names. I thought she had 3. Now she's got 4. Anyways, by an ICE agent after she blocked a roadway with her car. The lawsuit is asking a federal court to halt the operation, accusing agents of overstepping authority, arresting peaceful bystanders, detaining U.S. citizens, using chemical irritants on demonstrators, and violating First Amendment rights, including near a high school. Bitch, I hope they win. DHS responded with the classic playbook, deny everything and accuse the people suing them of playing politics. A DHS spokesperson insisted they rely on reasonable suspicion and aren't doing random arrests. But here's the thing. When people are getting questioned in public spaces like parking lots and the people being questioned are all people of color, you can call it reasonable suspicion, but it walks like racial profiling and it talks like racial profiling. It sounds like racial profiling. An NPR reporter witnessed agents questioning folks in retail parking lots, including a permanent resident who was just trying to charge his Tesla. Ew. And got hit with, "Are you a green card holder? Do you have it on you?" And he said something that honestly sums this whole climate. We don't want this to escalate. People are getting killed. We just have to do our best to make sure we live to see tomorrow. That's where we are. Meanwhile, the community is organizing, tracking ICE presence through chat groups, following agents, honking, alerting neighbors, and sharing legal rights. It's mutual aid as survival strategy. So now Minnesota is drawing a line in court, and the country is watching, because if this gets normalized, it becomes a blueprint everywhere. So I'm glad he sued. Shit, I wish I could sue too, but I ain't got money to sue him for. Shit, I feel uncomfortable. Oh, y'all didn't think I was done, did you? Because for real, I'm still pissed off that nobody has talked about Mr. Keith over here. Renee wasn't the first one. Y'all, no one has heard a peep about his unaliving on New Year's Day. How about that? Huh? Did anybody ever think about that? I told y'all. Let's talk about it, motherfuckers. So, mom of black man unalived by off-duty ICE agent calls for justice. I'm glad she is not letting this go, because I swear to God, I wouldn't let it go either. For all the stuff they're doing for Renee, they need to do for this man as well. So, New Year's Eve in Los Angeles turned into another we investigated ourselves and found we did nothing wrong type of situation. And the family is not buying it. Keith Porter Jr., 43, was unalived around 10:30 p.m. on December 31st at his Northridge apartment complex, shot by an off-duty ICE agent who lived there. LAPD says Porter was firing celebratory shots in the air with an AR-15 style rifle. The agent heard the shots, confronted him, and then opened fire. Could you first figure out what the hell is happening, stupid? And here's the part that always irritates me. Authorities have not laid out a clear step-by-step timeline of what happened between hearing shots and unaliving a man. But DHS already pushed the superhero narrative, calling it a brave response, and claiming the agent exchanged gunfire with an active shooter. How the hell is it active shooter if he's shooting up? The only person that he's in trouble with is anybody around him in that vicinity. Okay? Because I have yet to understand why they do this shit. I don't really agree with it, but they can do this shit because he owns a gun, he's in his own area, and he has that right. And here you come, fucking asshole. Anyways, I hate my phone. I really do. Okay. But words matter. Active shooter implies immediate threat to people. The family and community leaders are saying Porter wasn't out there trying to harm anyone. His cousin described him as a great black man and a girl dad. Okay? What you say? Such a tragedy. I hope Keith's mother finds just me too. Cause ain't nobody talking about him. Everybody talking about Renee. But how about Keith? God dang it. Alright, he was a girl dad, and his mother, Franciola Armstrong, told Los Angeles City Council on January 9th that he was kind and loving, and that his life was snatched from them. And Black Lives Matter LA's Joseph Williams called it unacceptable that Porter's shooter wasn't arrested and was even allowed to give up his service weapon the same night. Bitch! He didn't get arrested for killing the mother. Woo! Hold on, where's my sound effect? Oh, Lord Jesus. I know y'all motherfuckers. Y'all always want to say we're doing the right thing. Yeah, just call it what it is.
Oh my God!
I can't with y'all. I can't. Y'all always doing this stupid shit. Fuck. Talking about. How come he's not in jail? Why isn't anybody doing anything for this guy? Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Anyways. And look. Even if Porter was being reckless, that does not automatically equal execute him. The country loves to pretend there are rules for lethal force. But when the shooter has a badge, those rules get real flexible, like fucking Gumby. This also comes right after ICE related unaliving of Nicole. Are you sure? Because this happened on New Year's Eve. Okay? Anyways. The unaliving of Renee Nicole Good, whatever the hell else that other name was, which is why protests are popping off in multiple cities and people are demanding independent investigations. This is fucking ridiculous. ICE needs to be stopped because honestly, people are gonna start taking arms, and I'm not gonna be mad at them either. I'm staying in my motherfucking house. I ain't got a force multiplier, but I do have an aluminum bat. Okay. So anyways, let's see. This Porter's family and civil rights leaders are planning a candlelight vigil on Saturday, January 17th at Carson Park because they're not letting this get brushed under the rug with a press statement and a shrug. Neither should you. That's some dirty ass shit, and I hope you give them hell. Give them hell, mama. Give them hell. Bastards. And I'm so glad this judge did this, you crazy ass piece of shit, you dirty ass. I can't stand that damn orange turd in office. Judge blocks Drumpf's move to defund Head Start over DEI language. Really, motherfucker? You trying to defund Head Start, bitch? That's some bullshit. I didn't even get Head Start. Ooh, somebody did their hair like my hair. When I was little. No, you don't do that shit. Fuck, now you going for the babies. Dirty bastard. Now this one is one of those rare moments where the court said, hold up, y'all doing too much. A federal judge has temporarily blocked the White House efforts to dismantle Head Start diversity, equity, inclusion programs. Head Start. And that includes stopping the ban on so-called woke language in federal grant applications. The judge also halted further layoffs of the Office of Head Start, which is important because Head Start isn't some cute optional program. It's literally a lifeline for families. Free childcare and early learning for children in low-income households created under LBJ's Great Society. And the research has long shown kids in Head Start see real gains in education and health outcomes. Maybe that's why I'm sickly. These bastards get on my goddamn nerves. Thank you. Yes. In 2024, the program served 716,000 infants and preschoolers, and about 29% were black. So when a government targets Head Start, that's not just bureaucratic drama. That's black kids' futures used as political punching bags. You fucking up so much potential, you dirty bastards. The lawsuit says federal officials even returned a Wisconsin program's grant application because it included prohibited words like marginalized, bias, gender, and diversity. And officials reportedly circulated a list of 200 plus words banned. 200 words? That's the fuck. That's a tantrum with a stapler, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why can't y'all leave shit alone? Fuck. If you ain't gonna improve it, leave it the fuck alone. Head Start leaders called the injunction a huge victory, but they're also worried programs might still hesitate to implement DEI-related work because they fear retaliation. And honestly, that fear makes sense in a climate where the administration has already fired entire regional staff, leaving programs across 20 plus states scrambling. The ugliest part of this isn't even the layoffs, it's the mission. They're trying to erase the language people use to describe inequity. It's basically trying to erase people experiencing it. But for now, Head Start doors stay open, kids stay served, and administration's little ban on the English language experiment just got a legal block. I can't wait till this bastard gets out of here. Where is Mother Nature? Come on, work faster. You know I don't believe in Mother Nature. You know who I believe in, but I'm not going to ask him to do that because that's not Christian. That's not godly of you, and I don't want to do that, but damn it, I don't know what to do. I'm so stressed out by this ignorant ass bastard doing this shit. Fuck. Moving on. My mom loves this woman here. Joy Reid tells Stephen A. Smith stick to sports after Ice Pew Pew take. Everybody been saying it. I've been telling him to stay in his fucking lane. Do we have to get on a pedestal and get a bullhorn and yell, "Stay in your motherfucking lane"? I don't know. What is it gonna take to get these motherfuckers to understand?
Oh my God!
That's what I'm saying. This motherfucker is what you call it? Hold on. I hear my phone. It's ringing. Give me a second. Nope, it's a spam. I don't care. All right. So Joy Reid and Stephen A. Smith are going back and forth, and honestly, this is one of those conversations black folks have privately all the time. It just happens to be happening in public. Great. Stephen A. went on ABC and responded to criticism from Joy Reid and Representative Jasmine Crockett, of course. He claimed Joy's criticism is personal because he commented on the cancellation of her MSNBC show. He's being petty. What the can somebody please do something with that crazy motherfucker right there? We do not support people that need help. We support y'all, but we don't support what y'all say. Can somebody please get him some help? Because he's obviously lost his batshit mind. His or her, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that motherfucker. But anyways, moving on. where was I? Okay. So he also tried to frame it like if it's only a few black women mad at me, like he was taking attendance in a classroom. Then he pulled out the classic corporate excuse. If a show's number drops, cancellation is expected. And if the host is black, in today's climate, that's just what happens. Joy Reid responded on January 12th and basically said, boys, stop. She accused him of ducking direct questions and doing that old I respect these sisters routine right before he starts throwing shots. Motherfucker, we done caught up with you. We know your game. Her bigger point was about his pattern. She says Stephen A. routinely criticizes prominent black people, Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, LeBron, Jamel Hill, Serena Kaepernick, but somehow goes soft when it's time to go hard at right-wing figures. And she said the part out loud that a lot of us notice. You can't stay loud and aggressive toward black folks and then turn polite and delicate when it's time to confront Drumpf supporters. The fuck is wrong with you? She also criticized Stephen A.'s comments on ICE unaliving Renee Nicole Good, where he offered a lawful perspective. There was no lawful perspective. I saw so many damn videos. This dumbass he willingly put himself in front of the fucking car. He could have stepped out. He actually took another step in front of the fucking car. Dumbass. Anyways, where was I? Okay. Joy basically told him he might need to stick to sports if he's going to be loud and wrong about the law. Now look, debate is fine, but Joy's point is about power. Who gets challenged, who gets protected, and who gets thrown under the bus for applause. Because if your tough truth-telling consistently lands on black targets, while the real monster gets a pass, man, that's just branding, bitch. Fuck. I do not like Stephen Smith. Why don't you just go back to sports, stupid? And if sports season is over, go sit down. Shit, this is not your game. Okay, I'm walking to my car. See y'all in a bit. All right, be careful, girl. All right, let's see here now. Oh, y'all gonna love this next story because I was so happy when I saw it. Black father tackles white man who grabbed his child in viral video. Ooh. Let me take a drink because I want to have all of the attention on this one. Thank you. This story is short, but it speaks to something real deep. Some folks feel way too comfortable putting hands on black children. Exactly. Don't you ever put your hands on nobody in my family or near me or anything. If you ain't the damn parent, don't you put your hands on them. At a youth... this story is... anyways, some folks... okay. At a youth basketball game, video shows a brief scuffle between two kids from opposing teams. A black child appears to push a white child into a wall. The white child's mother even tells her son to calm down. And the kids separate. The moment is basically over. Then an adult white man runs onto the court and grabs the black child. The fuck? Girl, you just listen. He grabs the black child. Not his kid, not his responsibility, not his damn place. The black child's father immediately runs in and tackles the man, slamming him to the floor. The video ends with someone escorting the black father away. And online, a lot of people praise the dad because the point is simple. If a grown man thinks he can touch somebody else's child, especially a black child, like that's normal, he's playing with fire. Well, I guess people like danger. You know, I need to get mystical. Danger! That black man was defending his son. Exactly. You just gonna sit up there and put your hands on a child. The mother had handled it. She told the boy to calm down. They walked away. It had de-escalated. But this motherfucker apparently couldn't let it go. So here's what kills me. People will watch an adult lay hands on a child and still ask, but was the dad's reaction necessary? Yes, very necessary. It was very, 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 very. Holla if you need me, sis. I will. I'm telling you, it was very necessary. Yes, because the adult's action was escalation. You do not discipline someone else's child with your hands, period. You get your child and you remove them from the situation. That's what grown people do. Black parents have spent generations navigating a world where adults feel entitled to correct our kids like they own them. If you touch my kid, I'ma hurt you. Only people who have my permission to touch my child are able to. And I will be watching you when you touch my child. Motherfucker, what's wrong with you? That's not your child. You don't have the right to, just because that child ain't the same color as you doesn't mean that you have overseen. Fuck you. So when a black father draws a hard boundary, folks suddenly want to clutch their pearls. Nah, the lesson is clear. Don't put your hands on other people's children. Especially not in public, unless you're ready to meet a parent who loves their child more than you love your teeth. Because I have no problem separating you from your teeth. I want you to separate from my child, but to do that, I might have to separate you from you. Are we understanding the situation here? Do not become a statistic. That's all I can say. Orange lives don't matter. I'm going to move on, though, because this one also made me smile. This woman said what she said, and that's all there is to it. Lynn Jones, the black reporter at the center of viral Jacksonville Jaguars post-game press conference, isn't apologizing. I love it when people don't apologize for good reasons. I love good trouble. Who wants to get into some good trouble? I love good trouble. I don't know why my voice is fucking up. Maybe because I don't really talk too much. And I actually had a visitor today, so I got to talk with someone else. So this is the most I'm using it other than, my shows. So, but I don't care. I'm going to get through this. So the Jacksonville Jaguars lost their wild card game, and reporter Lynn Jones, a veteran journalist with decades in the field, gave first-year head coach Liam Cohen some encouraging words during a press moment. She basically told him, "Congratulations, hold your head up. You had a strong season. Keep going." He thanked her. Normal human interaction, right? Okay, wrong, because it went viral, and suddenly the journalism police arrived stop being a person. The fuck? Some reporters, wait a minute. Yeah, I need this sound effect for that shit. How the hell are you mad? She just said some, how the hell? Nigga. That's how I feel. Alright, so some reporters claim she violated professionalism. One critic called it fake media and said it was a waste of time for journalists actually working. And that's where the issue shifted, because Lynn Jones works for the Jacksonville Free Press, part of the black press tradition. And calling that fake isn't just critique, it's disrespect loaded with history, bitch. You dirty motherfucker. Lynn Jones says she's not apologizing, not backing down, and she's not about to let people invent rules that aren't even clearly written. I just want to know, what did she say wrong? I don't see what she said wrong. Anyways, she said there are no universal protocols for exactly what can or can't be said in those moments. She views her remarks as reflecting the community and fans she covered for years. Then the National Association of Black Journalists stepped in with support, reminding black folks that the black press has historically documented truth, challenged power, and served communities when mainstream media ignored us. NABJ President Aaron Haynes basically said dismissing that work as fake is erasure, and that debate is fine, but disparagement is not. Don't you go erasing this woman's credibility, bitch. And honestly, that's the point. Because the same industry that tolerates reckless hot takes, biased framing, and soft interviews with powerful people suddenly gets strict about standards when a black woman shows empathy. Funny how professionalism always becomes a weapon when black folks do something with heart. Y'all motherfuckers, I'm still trying to figure out what did she say? I didn't hear nothing wrong, not once. But you know what? That's it for playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. The faces have been eaten and the leopards are full. So let's go ahead and switch to some educational shit. First, I'm gonna give you some good old Malcolm X, because I feel like in this day and age, I think we all, and I don't mean just black folks, I think we all could use some Malcolm. So when I get back, I'm gonna do this commercial. We gonna do history, and then we gonna do my history opener, and then we gonna listen to Malcolm for just about a minute or so. It's not long. Don't worry. I'm not gonna take you all night, because I got some long speeches. If that's the case, I can take you somewhere. Hold on now. Let me get this up. All right. I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Yo, it's too many, ayy, it's too many, yo, it's too many, yo, it's too many lies, look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth, knocking them down every time I step in the booth, we ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof, it's young conscious, you my life a movie, I live in a spoof, ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the deuce, yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe, we on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view, yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news, it ain't shit you.
We want an immediate end to the police brutality and mob attacks against the so-called Negroes throughout the United States. We believe that the federal government should intercede to see that black men and women tried in white courts receive justice in accordance with the law of the land, or allow us to build a new nation for ourselves, dedicated to justice, freedom, and liberty. We do not believe that after 400 years of free labor, sweat, and blood, which has helped America become rich and powerful, that so many thousands of black people should have to exist on relief, charity, or live in poorhouses. We want the government of the United States to exempt our people from all taxation, as long as we are deprived of equal justice under the laws of the land. And this is a fact. Why should you be taxed when you don't get anything in return? How can you be charged the same tax as the white man when you don't enjoy the same rights as the white man, or the same citizenship as the white man, or the same protection by the law as the white man? What do you look like riding in the coach on the train, second class, and paying full Pullman fare? Why, the conductor is out of his mind to make you pay as much as in the coach as they're paying in the parlor car. So if you don't pay first class passage for a second class seat, you have no business in a government as a second class citizen paying first class taxes. The government of the United States should exempt our people from all taxation as long as we are deprived of equal justice under the laws of the land. We believe that intermarriage or race mixing should be prohibited, and it should. We are against intermarriage. We don't want to see any black man with any white woman, and no white man with a black woman. Let the white man have his white woman, and let the black man have his black woman. And when you find these black women running around here sneaking around with white men, catch them, straighten her out. I should say straighten her up and straighten him out.
Okay, so one, I'm just gonna say, I don't really dig that other part where I don't care who you date. I really don't. I honestly don't care who you date. I love to see black couples, but if that's not your vibe, you ain't gonna be happy. So date who the hell your flavor. But everything else he said, yeah, I'm on board with that. We really do need representation. How the hell are they taking all our goddamn money, but they fucking us over? How the hell you not gonna go and investigate those pew-pews, those shootings? Fuck this shit. Those shootings. How the hell you gonna do that? That's some fucked up shit. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, moving on. Here goes some more history for you. Let me see here now. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, wait. Let me bring that one down. Okay, so the complicated story of jazz legend Miles Davis. All right, let's cleanse the timeline with some black greatness that doesn't need permission or a damn approval stamp. Miles Davis, born May 25th, 1926 in Illinois, would be turning 100 in 2026. And if you know anything about music, you know we're not just talking about a trumpet player. We're talking about a man who kept reinventing sound like it was a casual hobby. Miles grew up in East St. Louis, started trumpet at 13, and quickly started running with serious musicians. Then in 1944, he hit New York with a scholarship to Juilliard. The man was educated, and immediately found out that real education was happening outside the classroom. In the jazz clubs, on the bandstand, in the scene with the people like Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie. And Miles was never the sit politely and follow instructions type. He left Juilliard after a few semesters because he wasn't trying to collect credentials. He wasn't trying to build a legacy. He wasn't trying to collect credentials. He was trying to build a legacy. Yes, that's better. He went on to create Birth of the Cool and then dropped Kinda Blue in 1959, a masterpiece, still makes musicians sweat. The album is basically a musical landmark, like if you don't respect it, you don't have ears. Now, Miles had a reputation for being rude, playing with his back to the crowd, not doing the clown entertainment thing. But he said plainly, he was there for the music. Not to tap dance for anybody, his toughest critic was himself. And honestly, that's why his work hit so hard. His personal life, complicated. The relationship with Cicely Tyson was love mixed with pain, and the marriage years were messy. He also married Betty Davis, who introduced him to rock artists like Hendrix, and that influence helped push him to the funk jazz fusion. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He battled heroin addiction in the early 50s and beat it the hard way. Isolation, suffering, discipline. Woo, that man was hardcore. And and beyond music, he painted too. Bright, African-inspired work that literally sold for thousands. Miles died in 1991, but his influence is still everywhere, from Prince to Kendrick Lamar. And my favorite part? Even with all that impact, he said, "Don't call me a legend, just call me Miles Davis." Fine, we'll call you Miles, but the culture calls you forever. Rest in power, King, rest in power. That man did so much for us. Let me bring it down. Well, no, because we got another one. Unfortunately, this history has left us recently. Claudette Colvin, civil rights pioneer and hidden figure of Montgomery bus boycott, dies at 86. We've lost the queen, y'all. Now this one hits deep. Claudette Colvin has died at 86. And if you don't know her name, the way you know Rosa Parks, that's not an accident. That's America's selective memory doing what it does best. Claudette was 15 years old in Montgomery, Alabama, when she refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus on March 2nd, 1955, months before Rosa Parks' arrest. Police were called because black girls were allegedly sitting too close to white girls. One girl moved, Claudette didn't. And when officers dragged her off the bus, she said she was praying and reciting poetry in her head, terrified, especially of SA. Because let's be honest, black girls had every reason to fear police. We still do. Shit. There you go. She was found guilty of assaulting officers, even though others' charges were dropped. The system did what it does, punish the person resisting injustice, not the injustice itself. Here's the part folks don't like to say out loud. Claudette helped lay groundwork for the movement, and she later became a plaintiff in a case that helped end bus segregation, but she wasn't made the public face. Why? The movement elders reportedly worried about optics. Claudette later became pregnant, and that made her unmarketable. They couldn't market her for mainstream sympathy. She also said Rosa Parks fits the public profile better, trained, older, and more aligned with what middle-class respectability politics wanted. She said that, okay? In other words, Claudette was too young, too dark, too real, too black. But history doesn't move without people like her. In 2021, her arrest record was finally expunged after 66 years. And she said it mattered because it helped her tell her descendants that what segregation really looked like, the intimidation, the cruelty, and why she took a stand. So rest in power to Claudette Colvin, a pioneer who did the right thing before it was popular, before it was safe, and before anyone decided it was good for PR. And do you notice that this woman is not 100 years old? That means this shit recently happened. And you motherfuckers got the nerve to talk about there's no more racism. Kiss my ass when you say that shit. Kiss my whole entire ass, because there is. All right. For you money savvy folks, the next few stories are going to be giving you the heads up of what you should be doing, what you could be doing, and what you can do for your children in the future, okay? So let's do some business news, because you know. HBCU dreams are being priced out. I didn't say it was going to be good news. It's business news. Let's talk about a crisis that doesn't get treated like one because it's slow motion, but it's devastating. A lot of students choose HBCUs not because it's a perfect academic fit, but because it's the place that feels safe, affirming, and rooted. But increasingly, students are getting pushed out of that choice by one thing: money. We've got a reported 4-year graduation rate around 23% at HBCUs. And that's not because black students can't finish. It's because students, hold on, somebody getting chased. It's because students are getting crushed by tuition gaps, housing costs, and financial aid shortfalls. HBCU grads carry around $32,000 in student loan debt on average, higher than many peers on non-HBCUs, because black families are more likely to be forced into predatory loan options and have fewer wealth cushions. It's always us. Why the fuck is it always us? What the hell did we do? Damn. When debt becomes the price of entry, students either don't enroll or enroll then stop out. That's not lack of ambition. That's financial strangulation. They can't afford it, motherfucker. And then you get situations like Howard University purging thousands of students from its system due to unpaid balances. Oh my God, they will do it. I was at Howard. They will tell your ass all through the damn semester how much you owe them. Good grief. Which means losing housing, classes, and aid overnight. Imagine being in school trying to build a future and the system hits you with pack it up, you're out. Like you're a subscription that didn't renew. Shit, I only got one semester out of Howard, and then I took my ass somewhere else. I went to an art school. Shit. Meanwhile, we're seeing huge donations like Mackenzie Scott's 700 plus million in restricted gifts to HBCUs. That's money that money helps building faculties, research, infrastructure, and that matters. But here's the truth. A renovated campus doesn't help if students can't afford to stay enrolled. Real access means debt-free pathways, scholarships, tuition guarantees, direct student investment that lasts through graduation. Because if black students graduate buried in debt, it kills wealth building. I'm telling you, because shit, I'm still trying to get them bitches off my back. It kills giving back and weakens institutions long term. HBCUs aren't failing students. The funding model is failing black futures. Shit, we need money, and it's getting ridiculous. It really fucking is. Moving on, because we still on that business kick. Top 10 housing markets for first-time buyers in 2026. Shit, I'm not ready to buy a house yet. I'm still looking for a job. But for those who are ready, this is for y'all. So, alright, let's do something practical, because hope is cute, but affordable housing is sexier. The 2026 housing market is still rough in a lot of places, but several cities are being highlighted as better options for first-time buyers, especially if you're willing to focus on low-cost markets with steady local economies. Realtor.com and the National Association of Realtors, which is apparently registered, point out the obvious truth. Where you buy changes everything. The mortgage, the taxes, the trade-off, and yes, truly affordable is getting harder to find, especially for younger households. But some markets still offer a manageable path. Top of the list, Rochester, New York. Median price around $139,900 with roughly 19% of income towards the mortgage. That sounds good. I think I gotta move. That's one of those numbers that makes you blink twice in 2026. Wait, that's real? It's real, y'all. Also on the list, Harrisburg, PA, Pennsylvania. Their lows are in the 150,000s. Grand City, Illinois is around 119K and the lowest income share for mortgage. Birmingham, Alabama is affordable with culture and growth. North Little Rock, Arkansas, and Syracuse, Garfield Heights near Cleveland. Now, I don't know how you feel about living in Ohio, but these are places that first-time home buyers should look into if you're willing to move around. There are some higher price entries too, like Baltimore, Maryland, and St. Louis Park, Minnesota. But the argument in those areas may have stronger incomes or amenities that make the math more workable for some buyers. The big takeaway isn't everybody go buy a house tomorrow. Please don't do that, because we trying to get that motherfucker out of here. It's this. If you're a first-time buyer, the win is being strategic, looking for places where your mortgage doesn't consume your entire freaking life, where your job exists, and where you're not one repair away from financial collapse, because that's where most of us are. Because home ownership shouldn't feel like signing up for lifelong stress. It should be stability. Seriously, real stability. All right. And one more for y'all. One more, because I said I wanted to hit every freaking nuance when it comes to the black community. So here we go. 5 essential money moves to set you up for financial success this fucking year. I'm serious. Hold on. Let me get a drink. Okay. Let's talk money like grown folks, because the economy is doing backflips and your bills don't care about your feelings. The IRS boosted retirement contribution limits for 2026. That means if you have a 401k and you contribute $24,500, up from $23,500. For the IRAs, the limit rises to $7,500 from $7,000. If you're 50 or older, the catch-up contribution for 401ks goes up too, letting you contribute up to $32,500 total. But there's an even bigger super catch-up option. For people 60 to 63, up to 11,250 above the standard limit. Translation: if you're in age range, the system is basically saying, all right, we see you panicking, here's a chance to fix it. There's also a rule that if you made over a certain amount in Social Security wages with one employer, $150,000 the year before, your catch-up contributions have to be Roth, meaning you pay taxes now for tax-free growth later. Okay? This is for all you savvy people who know business. Now here's the real life part. Even 1% increase in savings can compound into real money over time. Not overnight, not magically, but steadily. That's why adjusting early matters. Also, your biggest wealth building tool is still your income. So if you're leaving money on the table, not negotiating pay, not tracking accomplishments, not taking certifications or higher impact projects, you're basically working hard while undercharging. You need to level up, like Sierra says. And budgeting. A zero-based budget simply means every dollar has assignment. Bill savings, debt, emergency fund, fun. So your money stops disappearing into the Bermuda Triangle. Emergency funds first start small. Build to 3 to 6 months of essentials. Then go after higher interest debt like it owes you money, because it does. Anything above 50% interest is your financial enemy. Bottom line, 2026 can be the year you stop playing defense with money. Small moves, consistent action. Future, you will be grateful, and present, you will sleep better. So if you understood what I said, because I don't, do what I said. I'll understand when I have more money. That's all I can say. And that's basically it for my little bit on, business, I guess. Let me move one more. Oh no, I gotta warn y'all about one more thing, and it's not good, okay? So be ready. This is one y'all be careful about. This is a regular person thing. Whoo, here we go.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Alright, so a new credit rule that could take America back decades. This is not gonna be good. Alright, so if you've ever wondered how racism survives in a suit and tie without saying the word black, here you go. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is proposing a rule that would weaken fair lending protections and make it harder to prove discrimination in the credit market. And the big thing they're coming for is something called disparate impact. Oh God. This is fucked up. Now let me translate that into regular human language. Disparate impact is how you prove discrimination through patterns and outcomes, even when a bank doesn't admit it. Yes, we hate black people because, newsflash, discrimination rarely announces itself like a cartoon villain. According to Alfonso David, this proposal is basically modern redlining, updated for the era of data models and algorithms. And he's not being dramatic. Traditional redlining was the system where banks, insurers denied black families mortgages, loans, and coverage based on neighborhood and race, cutting us off from home equity and generational wealth. That's why certain communities got starved while others subsidized. If this rule goes through, a bank could stop lending in a predominantly black neighborhood and hide behind an algorithm that labels it high risk. You already know. A black entrepreneur could have strong revenue and still get blocked because of zip code scoring. People would be charged higher rates, and borrowers wouldn't be able to point to a community pattern to show discrimination, making it even harder for blacks to buy homes. Exactly. Let me continue. People could be charged higher rates and borrowers could be able to point to, like I said, the policy might look neutral on paper, but the outcome is exclusive, and the rule would make exclusive damn near impossible to challenge. And the timing is disgusting because we already know the numbers. Black borrowers get denied mortgage at almost twice the rate of white borrowers. They're just going to keep saying that fucking word. I don't like the R's. Even when income and credit are comparable. So removing disparate impact doesn't create fairness. It locks inequity in place. Even worse, the CFPB admits it doesn't have enough data to measure cost or benefits. So they're basically saying, we don't have proof to help anything, but let's do it anyways. Assholes. And the public comment window is short, which is how policies like this slide through while people are distracted. So if your audience cares about home ownership, small business lending, or not being sent back to financial 1950s, this is one of those pay attention to right now moments. Please pay attention to this shit, please. These motherfuckers are sneaky. That's it for my business news, y'all. Let me go ahead. We gonna do some good news because this shit has been heavy. I told you it was gonna be heavy. We gonna do some good news, and then we're gonna go to what the celebrities are doing again. God dang it, them bastards. Anyways, let me go find my good news. Where's my good news? I still haven't done that flower thing. I finally got my damn sound effects, but I didn't do the flower thing. Oh boy, I hate that. One moment, please. Find good news. There it is. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Ooh, I'm missing a story. Okay, hold on. Let me go find the right story because I do not like that. I'm missing a story. I must have missed taking a picture of that bitch because I got it. Hold on real quick. Yeesh. Is this it? Hold on. Is this the story? No, that's not what I wanted. Give me just a second. There we go. Couple. This is like a lovely... Okay. I think this is it. I hope this is. No, that is not it. That's an old ass story. Where the hell is this story? God dang it. I know I had it, and I'm pissed off about it. Okay. Let me try one more time. Because I have the story. I just want to have like a picture so y'all can see it. Let's see here now. Couple. Alright. TikTok. Pregnancy. They got a baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I know what it was. I think it was on the grill. The grill. Let me go to the grill. I think the story was over there. Give me just a moment. I'm sorry about this. I just want y'all to see it. Alright, here you go. Because I want y'all to see this couple. They're a lovely couple. I hope it works for them. I really do. Oh, now all the other damn stories come out. Bastards get on my nerves. Anyways, let me get over to the fucking entertainment story. I think it was this one. It has to be this. Yep, there it is. There it is. That's the one. That's the story. Let me bring it over so I can show y'all what it is. This is the story I wanted to show y'all. There it is. All right. So, content creators Haley Mondarius Black celebrate the birth of baby girl after difficult fertility journey. It's always nice to see good news. So, I really wanted y'all to see this good news. I just don't know why I didn't have a picture of it. So, anyways. Okay, this one is tender, but it's still real. TikTok creator Haley and Mondarius Money Black, known online as Beefing with the Blacks, welcomed their first child, a baby girl named Leilani Noel Black. That's a cute name. Born January 6th. Their followers are acting like proud internet aunties and uncles because people love a baby announcement. But what made this hit harder is the road it took to get here. They've been open about wanting to be parents, and in 2024, they shared that Haley experienced an ectopic pregnancy, which is life-threatening. She needed emergency surgery. During the surgery, Haley later learned her right fallopian tube was completely removed. That's horrible. And she also said she didn't initially know her ovary was removed too. Damn. Yes, congrats to the couple. She described a year of trying afterwards with excruciating pain and discouragement. And here's why people connect to this story. Because so many women are told to just move on after early loss, like grief has a calendar and a shut-off switch. Haley said she fell in a dark place, even dealing with postpartum depression symptoms after the ectopic pregnancy. And she talked about how society minimized that loss. Her point was simple. If you bury grief, it doesn't disappear. It turns into depression, anxiety, and isolation. Then came the twist. As they were preparing to explore fertility options, Haley realized her period was late. Doctors confirmed she was pregnant, and according to their doctors, the pregnancy was tied to her right fallopian despite the previous surgery. So now they're calling this baby answered prayers, as they should. And Mondarius is already talking about wanting to see her personality and who she becomes. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, I'm not about to turn this into a cheesy Hallmark segment, but I will say this. Fertility journeys can be brutal, and black women especially get dismissed in medicine. So when somebody shares their story with honesty, the joy, and the grief, it helps other women feel less alone. And for anyone watching who's trying healing or grieving, this story isn't about internet fame. It's about survival and softness after loss. I'm so happy for them, and I hope they have a lovely life with that little baby. I hope that baby has so much potential and lives up to it. Congratulations to that family. Now I can go back to my screenshots because I was so irritated with that. Let's move on to the next gosh darn good story. I'm trying not to cuss. But you know, I thought this was a good story, so I went ahead and put it there too. So I'm going to do the good story again and show y'all this one. Okay, so autism advocate Precious Hill shares what Mattel's new autistic Barbie means to the community. This doll represents something powerful. This is one of those stories where the headline sounds simple, but the meaning is bigger than a toy owl. Mattel just launched its first ever Barbie with Autism, created in partnership with ASAN, the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, with direct guidance from autistic people. And that part matters because too many awareness projects are built about people without including them. You know, like when you have those groups that are fighting for black civil rights, but nobody's black, and you're like, where the hell are the black people then? That part. All right, so, the doll comes with thoughtful details, a spinning fidget noise-canceling headphones for sensory overload, and a tablet as an AAC device for people who communicate differently. Even the face is designed with a slight side gaze, reflecting that some autistic people may avoid real direct live experience, direct contact. Yeah. That's not we made her quirky. That's representation based on real lived experiences. And for context, autism affects 1 in 31 children in the U.S. I got several goddamn cousins with them, all male. Historically, black children were often underdiagnosed compared to white children, but newer data suggests diagnosis rates for black kids have increased. That doesn't mean autism suddenly appeared in black families. It means the system is finally paying attention. One autistic mother, Precious Hill, shared that she realized she was autistic while she was getting her daughter diagnosed. She said growing up, she just knew she was different and felt misunderstood. Finding out she was autistic wasn't sad, it was freeing. And she said something important. Autistic people aren't broken objects. They need fixing. They're whole people with different nervous systems and communication styles. Now, obviously, one doll can't represent everyone on the spectrum. Autism is a wide range, but representation isn't about perfect. It's about visibility, letting children see themselves in the world without being treated like a problem to solve. Exactly. So yeah, it's a Barbie, but it's also a signal. Autistic kids deserve to be seen as kids, not diagnoses. You just know their triggers. That's all you gotta do. And they're just the same as any other. Shoot, I saw one of my cousins sitting up there, sunbathing. I'm just like, ain't this a bitch? This motherfucker's so cool. Anyways, that's it for the good news. We're going to go ahead and switch into celebrity news. And with that, I'm going to do my commercial again. As always, if you like what I'm doing or you have some recommendations, maybe something that could help me, go ahead and put that in the comments. Now, if you just want to harass the hell out of me, I got too much shit in my life. I'm just going to delete it and keep moving. I don't have time to waste my energy or my strength on you. So you can go, all right? With that, let me go ahead and I'm going to do the promo and then my commercial. So this is a black-owned company. They are located in New York area. That's all you're getting from me. It's called CBD Honey Lips. She can be found on Twitch, Threads, and Instagram. So check her out.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
All right, we back with celebrity news. You remember Brittany Griner? Apparently, she took her happy ass over to Russia or somewhere and got arrested because she had prescription weed. Ma'am, you don't learn, do you? Because right before that, somebody else got nabbed in another country. Good grief. So Brittany Griner launched his company to help others travel safely with prescription medication. In other words, she learned the lesson. She got the assignment correct, and she decided to use her money to fix it. So Brittany Griner is one of those people who lived through something extreme, and instead of letting it just become trauma, she turned it into a warning label for everybody else. Oh my God, my throat. Griner was detained in Russia in 2022 after authorities found a vape cartridge with cannabis oil in her. Damn, you didn't even have the leaf. She served about 10 months before coming home through a prisoner exchange. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think they got more than we got. Seriously, they got like, what, scientists or like politicians or fuckers? Anyways. She said repeatedly she didn't intend to bring anything illegal into Russia, but intention doesn't matter when you're dealing with foreign laws and politics. Good grief. She described being spoken to in Russian, pushed to sign Russian documents, and not being able to contact her agent or wife right away. What you say? That's good, using her experience for the greater good. Yes. And she said it plainly. She doesn't want anyone else to go through what she went through, and she knows she had resources and support that most people don't. Exactly. Thank you for helping us. So towards the end of 2025, she co-founded ZenJet. So that's ZENN Jet. A travel membership company aimed at helping people who travel with prescription medication, especially meds that can create legal trouble depending on the country. ZenJet offers travel insurance and legal support for travelers carrying prescribed meds, including medical cannabis and even categories like, oh my lord, benzodiazepine and opioids. I don't know what the hell that benzo was. Oh, benzo, that's what that is. Okay. As long as they're prescribed by a licensed medical professional. The service lets users register trips and get updates on local rules, plus transition help, legal guidance, and even repatriation support if someone is detained or refused entry. Now listen, I'm not here to advertise. I'm here to say that concept makes sense because a lot of people travel assuming. You goofy ass motherfuckers. My prescription is legal here, so it's legal there. And that's exactly how people get trapped. Hold on, my phone's ringing again. Is it spam? Yes, it is. I don't care. Anyways, and that's exactly how people get trapped. Grindr's message is simple. Research save you headache, heartache, and time. Education is key. And honestly, after what she lived through, she earned the right to say that with her whole damn chest. God dang, ooh, Lord. I was like, why didn't you check the rules? I check all the rules because I know my mouth. I'll get my ass in trouble. I check everything, god dang it. Moving on. This young lady here, she's making strides. Do they have any kids? I think they do have kids. Anyways, Teyana Taylor defends her polarizing character in one battle after another. Are we watching the same film? I don't know. I never watched it. If it's not horror, comedy, or maybe action, I ain't watching it. Anyways, this one is one of those art versus impact debates, and black women are right to speak on it. Teyana Taylor won her first Golden Globe for playing, oh my god, that name, Perfidia Beverly Hills. Is that a place? Oh god. In the film One Battle After Another. The movie was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and stars Leonardo DiCaprio, and her character is a revolutionary leader. But the controversy is around Perfidia Miss Hills portrayed. Some black women viewers say the character reads as over-sexualized and fetishized, like a hypersexual spectacle built out of menage noir. God dang it, I hate that word. The criticism isn't she's sexy, it's that the sexuality is framed in a way that can reduce black womanhood to a pornified trope, especially in relation to multiple white men. Ew. Teyana says she doesn't fully understand the backlash and asks, are we watching the same film? She frames Perfidia, I hate your name, ma'am, as a complicated badass who uses sexuality strategically, and she connects the character's behavior to postpartum depression and the pressure of being the strong black woman with no conspiracy. Did this woman ever go to acting school? I'm just wondering, because I'm just saying she's she's been in a lot of areas, so I mean, is she an actor? Are we expecting her to be like a goddamn Oscar? Did we ask the woman, can she act? Because a lot of music people, they get into acting and they can't act, but nobody tells them. I'm just saying. Anyways, I don't know. But she connects the behavior to postpartum depression and the pressure of being a black woman with no compassion. And that part is real. Black women absolutely get less grace, less softness, less protection. Teyana also said black women are fetishized and least protected, which is also real. But here's the rub. It's possible for a story to touch on real pain and still reproduce harmful imagery. Teyana seems to be taking on the movie industry. I guess so. I guess she's done with music. She's been saying she was retiring forever. Okay, so that's what people are arguing about. It's not about censoring her. It's about naming how film can package black women's trauma and sexuality for consumption, especially under a male gaze and a mainstream lens. Teyana says the movie is supposed to spark debate and shake the table. Well, congrats. The table is shaking. I ain't even heard of it. Well, I did, but I didn't want to watch it because it wasn't a horror or comedy. Because black women are not obligated to accept every portrayal, but just because it's art. Sometimes the loudest love is critique. And this debate is really about who gets to define black womanhood on screen and who pays the cost on the depiction goes sideways. So apparently messages and wires got crossed. She's trying to portray us in one way. Black women are watching the movie and getting it in another way. And neither are wrong. But I digress. I'm not going to watch it because once again, it's not a comedy or a goddamn horror or even a little action. Shit. So it's not in my lane. You have to catch me when I'm drunk. Okay? Moving on. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're still messing with the stars and shit, and this one's weird. That's why I grabbed this one. This one is weird as hell. I never seen anybody make this move before. I've seen it in reverse, but I never seen it move this way. So look at this. Give me a second so I can get it up here because it's weird as hell to me. All right, hold on. Which one is it? Celebrity news is 4. Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Kid Cudi is wading into comedy and launching, and yeah, that's the only way you're gonna get me to watch that damn show. And then maybe I'll remember some of it and be like, oh, maybe I should watch that. Anyways, Kid Cudi is wading into comedy and launching an art exhibition in Paris. Kid Cudi, what the hell are you doing? What are you? Who are you? Yeah, you be doing too much. And I just can't find a pattern for it. Shit. I ain't never seen a rapper go into comedy before. And now what I don't get is the connection with the art exhibition and the comedy. Yeah, okay. Alright, Kid Cudi's out here collecting new careers like Infinity Stones. Kid Cudi, 41, didn't know he was that old, just did a stand-up comedy for the first time at West Side Comedy Theater in Santa Monica. And he said it was electric. I want to talk to people who've actually watched it, not you. And I believe him. No, I don't. Because comedy is one of the few places you can't auto-tune your way out of bombing. I still don't believe you. Either way, they laugh or you learn humility in real time. I want to talk to I want to talk to someone who saw it. This damn script sometimes doesn't know who the hell I am. I let someone else write the script. Shit. Cudi admitted he was mad nervous, which is wild because this man has been on stages for years in front of thousands. Yeah, but he wasn't a damn comedian and I still don't get it. But stand-up is different. In music, you can hide behind a beat, lights, and vibes. In comedy, it's just you, your mic, and that one person in the front row who hates your joy. Yeah, that dude. I think that dude actually is like union. I think that motherfucker got a job or something. Anyways. He said the high after leaving the stage was brand new to him. I need to see it. Because I swear to God, if he's bad and they just trying to, shield his feelings, I'm going to be mad as hell. I hate a bad comedian. Shit. I'm still mad about that damn Josh Johnson debacle. It was a debacle to me because he was funny as hell till he got to Boston. And then it was just, what the fuck is this? Anyways. It hits different. Because it feels personal. They're responding to you, not the production. He thanked friends and comedians who helped, including Joseph Vesky for organizing and helping him shape the set. Chip the rapper, I ain't never heard of this dude, for encouragement. Cudi said, Cudi said he's posting, Cudi said he's posting clips soon and basically admitted I got the hiccups now. He caught the comedy bug. I laughed maybe one time. That's about it. Anyways, excuse me. Ooh, I got rid of my... Alright. Cudi said he was posting clips soon and basically admitted he caught the comedy bug. I hope you're good. I swear to God, I hope you're good. Which sounds cute until you realize if he actually gets good at it, he's going to be even more insufferably talented. And that's not even the only new lane. He's also prepping his first art exhibition in Paris called Echoes of the Past. I hope this isn't a bunch of Polaroids. I really hope it isn't. Running January 31st to March 1st at Rukowski 68 Gallery. Dear God, that name. With surreal, cartoonish imagery, demons, fear, red-eye shadow. Oh shit, what the hell is this? Basically, anxiety as illustrated characters. What was he smoking? He's even introducing a new artist moniker, Scotty Roman, because why not? At this point, Cuddy is one career pivot away from opening a black-owned astronaut training program. He described the art as abstract, rooted in reflecting on his past struggles. Were you possessed, sir? And even called the paintings messages and warnings. I'm terrified already. I ain't seen shit. To others, he's been open about mental health for years, so this is like the visual chapter of that journey, with an original score playing through the gallery to make it immersive, I guess. So yeah, music, comedy, fine art, Paris galleries, soundtrack. Kid Cudi isn't trying new things. He's trying new identities. And honestly, good. Black men deserve room to evolve. Is he black? I heard he was Dominican. I don't know. Anyways, good job for you. I don't care. You just better be funny. That's all I gotta say. I'm sick and tired of bad jokers. Anyways, we're gonna keep on this. I guess athletes are celebrities, so let's look at this. So, end of an era, Mike Tomlin steps down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers after 19 years. Girl, you laughing. He better be funny. Shit, I hate a non-funny. Like, he just seems soft to me. Anyways. Now, this is huge NFL news. Mike Tomlin announced on Tuesday, January 13th, that he's stepping down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, just hours after Pittsburgh got bounced from the playoffs by the Houston Texans, 30-6. So sorry. He reportedly told the team around 2 p.m. that day, and listen, whether you love the Steelers or hate them, you can't deny Tomlin's resume is ridiculous. Look, I don't hate or love. I love the goddamn food. I love the, I love the Super Bowl food. I don't care about the game. I just want the Super Bowl food. That's what I want. He coached 19 seasons in Pittsburgh and never had a losing season. Not one. In the NFL, where careers are eaten alive like snakes. Snacks. I need some snacks. He took the Steelers to 13 playoff appearances, 2 Super Bowls, and 1 Super Bowl. I'm not counting that shit in 2009. That's in Greek, and my brain is not ready for it. I'm not counting that. That's an XL3, okay? Something 3. What is that, 33? I don't know. Becoming the youngest head coach ever to win a Super Bowl at 36. And he's only the second black head coach in history to win one. We need more black head coaches. Shit. Tomlin will retire with a nice pension. I hope so. His record is 193, 144, 2 tied for the 9th all-time in regular season coaching wins. That's not pretty good. That's put his name in permanent ink status. Tomlin's statement was respectful. He said the organization has a huge part of his life, and it has an honor to lead the team. Oh, 43. Okay, I don't know and don't care. It was an honor to lead the team. He thanked, I only know there was 3. Something was 3 and 4. That's all I know. And a 10. Something was 3 and a 10. Steeler President Art Rooney II confirmed Tomlin told him directly and thanked him for 19 years of success. Can we do 20? Now the Steelers, I just hate, I don't really like, uneven numbers. It bothers me sometimes. Tomlin's statement was respectful. He said the organization has been a huge part. Yeah, I said that anyways. Now the Steelers are looking for just their 4th head coach since 1969, which tells you how stable that franchise has historically been and how massive this change is. And here's the part people don't say enough. Black coaches rarely get this kind of runway. Tomlin's not only got it, he's justified it every year. That's consistency. That consistency is what is part of making him a legend. Girl, I might be wrong. I don't know. He's not expected to coach in 2026, which sounds like a real break. And honestly, after nearly 2 decades in that pressure cooker, he earned the right to rest. But make no mistake, the league just lost one of its most disciplined, respected, and historically significant black leaders. And the Steelers now have to prove they understood what they had before they miss it. So good luck, you people. And that's it for celebrity news. Now, if you're interested in health, come along with me because we've got a few stories. I've got at least 2 stories to talk to you about, and then we're going to talk about a goat. Yes, I said a goat. A goat and monkeys. You probably already know because people have been talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it too because I didn't think rounding up chickens in Kentucky was very interesting. Anyways, going on to health. Where is it? Here now. Where is that? I think that's 6. Yes, it is.
We are at war.
Alright, what to expect during a glaucoma screening. This is what was the number 1 reason for being able to have that card for your green. Now it's not. Anyways. Alright family, quick health check because this one is deadly serious and sneaky. Glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness, and for black people, the risk hits harder. Why is it always more? Why can't we have something positive that's more? Anyways, better food maybe. Let's see. It often shows up earlier, progresses faster, and a lot of folks don't know they have it until damage is already done. Nearly half of people with glaucoma don't realize it because glaucoma is a thief. It doesn't kick the door down, it creeps. I'm going to throw this phone out the window. Glaucoma damages the optic nerve, usually because fluid in the eye doesn't drain properly. Ew. Pressure builds over time and the nerve gets injured, and here's the scam. You usually don't feel pain, you don't feel pressure, you don't feel a warning sign, you just slowly lose vision. Often your side vision leaves first. By the time you notice, it can be advanced. Thank you for looking that up, and once again, I still don't care. I still don't care. I just know there were a lot, and I never watch them. I just wait for the people with the food. That's all I know. All right, going back. Let's see here now. This is why eye doctors. I need to go to the eye doctor. I really do. Eye doctors recommend black adults start regular comprehensive eye exams earlier. A common guideline is every 1 to 2 years, starting around age 40. Oh shit, I'm 4 years late. For black folks, because the disease tends to appear sooner in our community. Ah, shit. I need to go set that up. I might do that tonight. A glaucoma screening is usually part of a comprehensive eye exam. It's not some horror movie procedure. They'll talk about your history, check eye pressure, look at your optic nerve, maybe do a visual test for peripheral vision, and sometimes imaging like OCT. You might get your eyes dilated, so bring sunglasses and don't plan to drive if you know dilation makes you woozy. I don't know. I've never had my eyes dilated, so I'll find out soon. Also, if you have a parent or sibling with glaucoma, diabetes, high blood pressure, past eye injuries, or you've used steroids long term. No, I've had barrettes. Fucking hair barrettes. Those motherfuckers have always targeted my motherfucking eye. Damn it. You ever have a bunch of ponytails on your head and you having a good time and that goddamn ponytail has that barrette with the damn pointy end? Why did they make those things with pointy ends? The pointy end and that motherfucker hit you in the eye like a damn missile. Fuck. Kind of glad I didn't have beads. Shit, I would have been blind. Anyways, family history part is also major. And let me say this clearly. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm giving community common sense. If you can get checked, get checked. Because early detection can slow or prevent vision loss. And the worst thing I could think is a blind ass motherfucker trying to prove he ain't blind on the road. I will fucking scream. You got glaucoma, girl. You better take care of that. Oh, okay. It's under unsupervision. Okay, that's good. Let's see here now. Where was I? I think you told me about that. Anyways, if you get checked because early detection, surgery isn't automatic. We fight too hard for everything else in life to lose our sight because of something we could have caught early. Protect your eyes like they're priceless because they are. Now, the next one is for anybody who has kids, grandkids, and seriously, anyone who really wants to stay alive in this climate. Because this goddamn next story is going to scare the shit out of you. These motherfuckers are messing with the CDC again on vaccinations for your babies. Whew. So check this one out. Oh, Lord Jesus.
We are at war.
CDC downgrades childhood immunization schedule amid deadly flu surge. Yeah. We gonna die. We gonna freaking die. That's all I can say. They trying to kill us all. That's what they gonna do. They are trying to scorch the earth. I can't do this. Okay, so public health experts are sounding alarms because the CDC changed the childhood immunization schedule in a way that could increase confusion, lower vaccination rates, and lead to preventable illnesses and death. The reporting says these changes happen under HHS report Secretary Wormhead McGee, RFK, I'm not saying his fucking name, Jr. He doesn't know he ain't got a whole brain. What the hell are you talking about? You know the man ain't got a whole brain, but someone still hired his ass. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I got a whole brain. I can't seem to find a job at all. Fuck. Anyways, this dumbass promised during confirmation he'd leave the vaccine schedule alone, and then 5 months later, the CDC updated it anyways. Medical groups weren't shocked, but they are still furious. I'm going by the fucking pediatrician board. Fuck them. The CDC's new approach groups vaccines into categories recommended for all kids, high-risk kids, or low-risk kids. And if that sounds like redlining, and emphasizes shared clinical decision-making between parents, doctors for vaccines that used to be broadly recommended. I'm gonna sit my ass down, look the doctor in the fucking eye, and tell him, whatever the fuck you gave me, you give my kid, okay? Whatever extra fucking shots you need to give that motherfucker them shots. I don't give a shit. Fuck. Anyways, let's see here now. Oh, God, this man's stupid. The concern for pediatricians and public organizations is that the shift isn't backed by clear evidence, and that it will push people into paralysis. Wait, is it recommended or not? And confusion is how vaccination rates drop. Not because most parents want their kids sick, but because uncertainty spreads faster than facts. And this jackass is uncertain of his own self, damn it. He don't know if he's human or not. Fuck. Anyways, the timing is especially nasty around the flu season. I already had my shot 3 months ago. Fuck that. The reporting notes a seasonal flu spike described as among the worst in 25 years, with at least 9 child deaths. You see what the fuck happens when you listen to someone who has a worm in their head? Shit. Already this season and last flu season reportedly saw 289 U.S. child deaths, the highest over a decade. That was last year, y'all. Last year was Drumpf shit. That wasn't Biden. So downgrading flu recommendation while flu is going crazy is like taking the smoke detector out during a kitchen fire. Experts also warn about what happens when vaccination rates decline. We start seeing diseases come back that people forgot existed. Measles outbreaks, whooping cough. The reason folks don't fear these diseases is because vaccines fucking work, you dumbasses. One pediatrician and health commissioner, Dr. Michelle Taylor, pointed out, the U.S. is not Denmark. The U.S. has massive health disparities and no universal health care, so anything that increases barriers, confusion hits vulnerable communities first. And who's a vulnerable community? Black folks. Always us. Now, the good news, insurance programs and many private insurers are still covering vaccines for now. And many providers are following evidence-based guidance from professional organizations like the American Academy of Pediatricians. Okay? So we got to go back and listen to our child's doctor to figure out what's good for us too, because the damn CDC don't have no clue. So once again, the American Academy of Pediatrics, which opposes the CDC's changes. That's who you listen to right now if you want to live at least to 2028, if these motherfuckers don't blow us up first. Here's the bottom line for the audience. Don't get your medical guidance from politicians or Facebook uncles. Talk to your child's pediatrician, use evidence-based sources, and make decisions rooted in protecting kids. Because kids are the ones who pay when adults turn health into ideology. Now, if anyone wants to know, that's the end of the news other than my palate cleanser. So if you're interested, stay around. I'm going to go ahead and do my commercial one last time, and then we're going to talk about some monkeys and a goat. And then I'm going to say goodnight. And maybe Sunday we can do a fashion show. I got at least 2, but I went over because some shit was weird. Anyways, as always, if you like what I'm doing or you have any suggestions, go ahead and put them in the comment area. I will look at them. If you just wanted to irritate the fuck out of me, it will be deleted, and you will have wasted your time and your fingers, which you probably will stub right after doing that shit. So why don't you save yourself from stubbing your finger and leave me the fuck alone if you have nothing good to say. Here go my commercial.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Alright, I'm back and I found my lighter. So happy. Here go the damn monkey. So, goat joins mystery monkeys on the loose in Missouri. There are missing monkeys running around here. So, I need y'all to understand. St. Louis is currently living inside a cartoon. I just want y'all to understand that, okay? Officials say multiple vervet monkeys, that's what you see there, that little dude standing on 2 legs, that's that motherfucker, have been spotted loose in the city. At least 4 over the weekend, and now a black and white goat has... Who the hell has a goat in St. Louis? Do they have farms in St. Louis? I figured St. Louis was a big city. It didn't have farms. Who the hell got a goat? Anyways, the goat, has joined the chaos like it's the DLC expansion pack nobody asked for. The St. Louis Department of Health confirmed the goat sighting, and they're trying to figure out where these animals even came from. Me too. Because normal cities have potholes and unpaid parking tickets. St. Louis said, no, we're doing monkeys and goats. And if that's not enough, the search is being messed up by AI-generated images flooding social media. The health department spokesperson basically said it's getting hard to tell what's real and what somebody's playing around with artificial intelligence. I think that's the monkey that drinks alcohol. That's what I think. So some of those pictures might be real. The motherfuckers might. Yeah, I told you they've been coming into the seal. And some other damn animals. The goat that got drunk. Yeah, Was that a goat? No, it was a raccoon. The raccoon that got drunk. Who's to say that the damn monkeys aren't really drinking beers? Because I saw an AI image. But they also had painted faces. And I figured they didn't have that much dexterity. But whatever. Which, of course, because we live in the era where a goat can be real. But the photo might be fake. They said they don't think people are trying to do harm, just having fun, but it's still a problem because misinformation wastes time when officials are trying to track down real animals like goats and monkeys. I didn't even know the motherfuckers cohabitated. Vervet monkeys aren't toys. They're wild animals, same with a goat wandering loose near traffic. Somebody's gonna get hurt or the animal will. So if you're watching and you're in the area and you actually have some real info, not meme content, officials want the public to help identify where the fuck these animals are coming from. Because right now St. Louis is one step away from somebody reporting a loose giraffe and the internet replying with an AI image of a zebra riding it downtown. I swear to God, if I see a damn dancing hippo, I'm moving to the goddamn Bermudas. Fuck that shit. Anyways, that's not right. And honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. And I honestly believe that. Goddamn drunk ass monkeys. I think that's the monkey. If you go online and look up monkeys getting drunk, there's an island. And I think that's the monkey where the monkey that monkey is from. There's an island where they will steal your alcoholic drinks because they are literally trying to get drunk. So I'm just saying, if that's that joker, man, your beer and your alcohol is not safe. And then they got a goat to butt you in your ass? Oh, hell no. But that's it for the news. I want to thank y'all for riding on this roller coaster of fuckery with me. And I'm going to end it now because I need to go find some food that I don't need the sink for because my sink has a leak. No one believed me. I've been saying the damn thing had a leak. I took a video of it with the leak 4 freaking months now, or maybe even not longer. And now someone just realized, oh, there's 2 leaks. So I got 2 leaks in my sink because someone used the wrong pipe. Half-ass work. God dang it, I can't stand this world. Anyways, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Without y'all, I wouldn't be nothing. Honestly, this is keeping me from going cuckoo. Thank you very much, and have a goddamn good night. Love you, and goodbye. Outro.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road.